So with homelessness, the city never recognized homelessness for many, many years. They knew it was there, but there was no action to it because I don't think the know-how was there to have council people going into homeless camps wasn't happening. Right. Because they've not known city council to ever be around. And him showing up in a tie and suit would not work. So I said, come as yourself, which he did.
In my art paint clothes, my work clothes.
His work clothes, and showed up and actually went into the homeless camps with me. And I'm super proud that he did that because that set an example of how our local government should be functioning with the community. Yeah. Being totally engaged is how you make that change. And so I had to get him totally engaged, as into going to people's homes, knocking on doors, to a point to where they was like messaging him and saying, hey, when I'm not around, they was conversating with him. And we had to keep building that and building that trust into the community first. So there was no clear report of what was going on. Once again, the stigma, it's a homeless camp, so there has to be addicts, users. They can't...
violence and...
violence and everything that falls under that umbrella. And that's not always the case. Some people are homeless just because at that period in their life, they have to be. And when they see Jeff, we have homeless people that clean up our park just because we've installed a value with them that you're important just as well. Now that they understand that they have a purpose, they know that they already have the problem. Yeah. You know what I mean? You ain't got to tell them that they're an addict for them to know they're an addict. They already know. So when Jeff and I would approach them, we wouldn't approach them as, you need to stop doing drugs. Drugs are bad. We left that all to the TV commercials. Right. Like, we're here to talk about what you can do for the community that you're living in. Right. And getting folks, the blue suits, to realize that just because they're living in a tent doesn't make them a dog or an animal of some sort. They can still make change and make positive change. It doesn't matter if you're in a tent to you're in $1 million mansion. Sometimes the $1 million guy can be wrong. Mm-hmm. And getting people to understand that and then come to rights with, okay, I was wrong.
Back to that stigma assumptions, because their life is not all together, right, that they don't care or that they don't want to make an effort. And we deal with that in the mental health field. It's moving away from this conventional wisdom that kids, people do well if they want to. No, people do well if they can. So if you give them the skills and the opportunity to do things, they will do it, because no one goes out and goes, yeah, I wanted to grow up being homeless. No one does that. They're lacking the skills and opportunity to kind of turn their life around, and they don't know how to get out, and they need somebody to kind of support that.